Hello, this is Pendo and welcome back to Millionaire Babe. So our mission is to motivate, educate and empower people to becoming millionaires. Thank you for tuning in today and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about target retirement funds. So one may ask, what is a target retirement fund? So many retirement companies like Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab, to mention but a few, once you are employed as a worker, they look at your age group and they set up your retirement fund into something called a target retirement fund. Now, some of them are like the Vanguard 2050, and there are also other products in Fidelity and Schwab. Now, what is the good thing about target retirement funds? The good thing is that as you grow older, they sort of diversify the amount of stocks to bonds that you have, so that as you grow older, they put less emphasis on stocks than other products like bonds and treasury bills and what have you. The challenge though with target retirement funds is, in many times you may find that if you chose your own product, some mutual funds would actually do way better than the target retirement funds. Now, are they bad products? No. The good thing with target retirement funds is that once you set in, you lock up you're into the account, and they will gradually readjust themselves for you. So you don't have to go in every year, every 2 years to go and change it and reallocate and diversify your funds based on how the market is doing. But the other challenge too is you have to ask yourself, are there better mutual funds out there? Are you doing your research, or are you letting your employer choose for you what type of funds to be invested in? So are you an active investor or are you a passive investor? Now, an active investor is someone who actually takes the time to do their own research, goes in and selects their own products, their own mutual funds, their own ETFs, and does their own legwork. A passive investor would be someone that feels like they do not have the time or the interest to go forward, and they will use products like robo-advisors, like Betterment, which I have mentioned in one of my IRA videos, and others like Wealthfront that will do the legwork for you. So either way, whether you're an active or passive investor, if you are an investor, you're on the right track. So better have a passive investor than not being an investor at all. Now, with target retirement funds, once you're in the product, remember that just because you invested in a target retirement fund does not mean that you cannot go in and change it. You do have that right at least every year, once or twice. You can talk to your HR, talk to whoever does your mutual funds or whoever does your retirement. You can go in and you can decide to change and select a different fund. So don't ever feel like because you're in a target retirement fund and someone is making more money elsewhere that you cannot change it. It's your money. You have the right to go and change it and do exactly what you feel is best for you. Now, the other question is, what if I don't have a retirement account? Should I not invest at all? No, we're not going to do that. So if you do not have any retirement products at all at work, you should be doing an IRA. Now, I would recommend a Roth IRA, especially if you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s. A Roth IRA will make you an automatic millionaire just based on the magic of compound interest growth. The biggest wonder of this world is compound interest. If you're 25 years old and you invest in a Roth IRA, making at least 10% per annum, By the time you're 65 years old, you will be a millionaire. Not 100,000, 200, no, you will be a millionaire. Think about it. So if you haven't yet chosen a Roth IRA, please do it now. Do it today. Now, if you don't have access to a Roth IRA and you make less than $48,000 a year, I would recommend you getting a traditional IRA. Now, some of the challenges with the traditional IRA is that, for one, once you reach 70 and a half years, you have to do something called a required minimum distribution, meaning that every year you have to go in and get your money out of that account. If you do not do that, the IRS will come and tax your account. So with Roth IRAs, there are no required minimum distributions. They're called RMDs. You can also give a Roth IRA. If you don't need it, you can give it out as an inheritance to your children or your children's children, and they can take over it. There are some tax implications though about an inherited Roth IRA, so you have to do your research on that. We're not going to talk about it today, but if you want me to do a video about that, let me know on your comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions about target retirement funds, please don't forget to comment. Email me at millionairebabe@gmail.com, and don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of good information for you. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Goodbye.